territory on that tree. Snake bird, the Indians call it snake bird.
Hey everybody. Well, we're out here on Lake Jessup. We've got 21st Century Expeditionist and Florida Trailblazer with us this time. And we're going to go and check out an Indian mound out here and look for some very large cypress trees. Now Lake Jessup is spring fed from one end, and then it flows towards the St. John's, I think to the north. Yeah, the north. And that's where, if you remember in an earlier video, the waters don't exactly converge together properly. They don't mix, so it creates sort of like that wall of sediment. The water that comes out of Lake Jessup over here is mixing with the water that comes from the St. John's. I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's murky right here. You can see the brown. It's really, really murky right here, and it's almost clear right here. It's pretty wild. And so this lake isn't as you know, clean and nice as I'd prefer it, but it's still a lot of fun to get out of here.
There's a whole floodplain over there. It's called Marlbed Flat.
This should be pretty exciting.
St. John's Passive area there.
And pelicans are really wild. Their migratory range is huge. I've seen these guys all the way up in Yellowstone, Wyoming. Those guys up there have these great big horns on their bills. These guys, there's a couple of them that looks like the horn is just starting to grow, but I don't see any with a real prominent one. But these guys are expert flyers. You see them out on the coast where they just hold their wings open and just glide over top of the water effortlessly. Anyway, all right. Yeah, that's a cool little creek. It's on the west end of Lake Jessup here. Never actually been out here. And it's nice. It's a great big old cypress trees and stuff. We're supposed to be looking for giant cypress trees. He said that there was one back there. It was really huge, but we couldn't really get to it because it's all swampy, still full of water, and the creek has got a bunch of logs that are falling over, so it's impenetrable. Those guys are way up ahead of me because I keep fishing. I keep trying to catch something. So I stop, reel it in, throw a line, and then they just keep paddling, and next thing you know, I'm all by myself back here. It's all good though. A fantastic bald cypress right there. Just amazing. There's another great big one right here in front of us. I can see that there's another huge one right back there. It's really cool though because you can see all the cypress knees sticking up out of the swamp. And science hasn't really figured out exactly what those are for yet. It's kind of weird. Some say it's to add stability during storms. I don't know. That just would be my guess. So. Well, a lot of vegetation in here is still very dormant. We had a cold snap a few nights ago and a lot of stuff froze and the foliage had died off. There's still a lot of green leaves out here though. It's really nice. The black willows popping. The cypress trees are going through the last stages of their dormant cycle. There's still quite a bit of green out here, but everything is kind of taking on sort of that brown gray color. So it's a little dingy looking, but that's all right. You can see further into the woods when it's like that, that's for sure. Man, that cypress is amazing. It's huge. I can't stand up in the boat, really. It's kind of unstable right here. And I can't get any closer. But that one splits into two. It's hollow. You can see that it's hollow down inside the top part. 21st says there's an even bigger one coming up. But this is still a really cool tree. No matter how you spin it, this is a killer tree. All right, let's see if I can get out of here.
Jay, made it to dry land, Jay. Rest assured. I left you a good landing spot right there.
Oh, fantastic, thank you. Check this out. Look at that. Look at that. You see that?
What is that? Oh, yeah.
That has been bitten. You can see the teeth on both sides of the mouth.
You're out here biting this open?
Not me. I was just Black Label Light. I've never heard of that. Canadian beer. Look, well, it's one of those aluminum pop tops. So this is actually a pretty old beer, but you can see the teeth marks in it. That's something bit into this can. That's wild. That's really wild.
Bear,
I like
maybe?
That. Maybe.
Yeah,
the jaw is fairly narrow.
It was a pretty strong bite there.
Yeah, I mean, it is only soda can thin, and you could punch through it pretty easy. But it
looks like something bit into that.
Yeah, it looks like something bit into it, and I'm willing to bet that it is actually a bite because it's right in perfect line right there. I don't know, that's the upper mandible or whatever.
How about skunk ape?
It's pretty wild. I've never seen that like that. I mean, I've seen teeth marks in cans and things like that out here, but never quite as defined as that.
Incredible.
Last time I was here, I didn't go this far back. But yeah, this is definitely a mound. I see those little shells. Probably going to be some pottery. Oh, well, here we go. Check this out. This is where a tree would fall down and expose all those snail shells and stuff. Lots of shards, lots of pieces. All you have to do is look, and they're right on top. That's cool. You see it?
Yeah, we'll take a look at it.
Look at all of them over here, the pottery over here. On that wall with the palm tree.
Going for this mound here. It's really neat to look at.
Ancient history of a civilization that was occupying this land long before even Columbus was even thought of. I'm not the only one that comes out here that has to wear reading glasses. I find more reading glasses out in wilderness areas. I tell you what, that's where I got my first pair. Let's see how, yeah, they're 150s. A little too strong for me. Let's see. Professor Jungle J. Well, that's considered an artifact, so it stays. This here was one of those monster cypress trees. See, this thing was huge. It was split in two. Two separate trunks running up. It's hollow all the way down. But you can see its remnants here, where it was once standing. Got a great big old root ball there. Check it out. That's pretty spectacular. This one's a monster tree. Let's see if I can get over there, because this is pretty soppy through here. This thing is huge. It's got an opening on it. I wonder if anything lives in there or makes it its home. Take a look. Oh man, that's wild. It's like Yoda's hut. That's incredible. Love this stuff. All right, let's catch up with the others.
Living creature.
This log is absolutely incredible, and I don't see the apparent root system. This may have been it right here, but this log is absolutely incredible. This is huge. This is like the stuff you see in the Great Redwood Forest of California. Look at that. That's amazing. My feet are sinking into muck. Who's that up in there?
I see you.
What's up, man? That's awesome. That thing's amazing. That thing must weigh like 8 tons or more. You know? Look how big it is. It's taller than Florida Trailblazer over there.
Incredible.
Yeah, man. We better catch up with the others. That's muck. Oh, that's muck. We're working our way to a massive cypress. This thing is huge. We couldn't resist. We had to get in the water. Because that's the only way we're gonna get up to the base of this tree. We had to hike through a bunch of water here, maybe 8 to 10 inches, and then back there, down into the muck. But here we are. Look at this thing. Look at this tree. Look at that. This tree's a monster, my man.
Oh, it's huge.
These are the things that people should hold the utmost value in. These national treasures just like this. because they've been around a lot longer than any of us have ever lived in Florida. And it's just a miraculous, you know, creature, for lack of better description. And it's amazing that something like this lived, you know, 5,000 years old. This is probably in the 3,000 range, but these things just keep on going. Let's hope we can keep it for another 3,000 years. Man, this tree is amazing. See, we get out to places like this and they're not fenced in. They're hard to get to. You saw what we had to get through to get to this tree. And a lot of people don't want to do that. And you go to places like where they put their tree on display, they put a big fence around it or whatever, and you can't get right up to it. This here, we can get up to it, we could touch it, and this environment is kind of unique. They got a lot of these great big giant cypress trees that grow here, and that's where you get like Big Tree Park and where the senator was, and Lady Liberty, and you know, those type of cypress trees. They just get really huge in here.
This one's almost as big as the senator.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
If
at
the
least
senator was 3,500, this one's got to be 3,000.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
Maybe. It's hard to tell.
Even the knees of this cypress tree are taller than me. Look at this. That's a good beat. Look at that. That's something serious. This one is a little bit taller than I am. But you can see them all around. That one is about 8 foot tall over there. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. A good old-fashioned jungle tromp going on right now. It's awesome. Yeah, we're making our way back to the boats. So, I know we should be there in a few minutes, I guess. Alright, well, we made it back to the boat, back in the water. It was a little funny back there, trying to get these in the water, and you know, a bunch of cypress knees and tangled vines and things like that. So, you know, I said, forget it, let's just get in the water, and here we are back out on the lake. But that was a lot of fun, getting out there and tromping around in those woods. I went back there a couple, what was it, early last year? It was okay, but I didn't go that far back. And 21st kind of led us back there to some really neat features, and I really enjoyed that. All right, we got a little ways to go before we get back to the boat ramp, so hopefully I'll catch something. I saw some people fishing earlier, and they were catching stuff, but I haven't caught anything. But you know me, I never catch anything good. At least not on camera.
Like with old Catholic buildings
Alright, here we are. Made it back to the boat ramp. Temperature is about low 50s. It's getting kind of cold out here. Breeze is up, so I'm a bit numb. So we're gonna pull the boats out of the water and get loaded up and head on out. But yeah, today's been really cool. A lot of fun, just exploring, getting into some stuff, and you know. But finding big trees and Indian mounds, it's good exploration. Good exploration. I'm always grateful for my fearless leader to point out those neat places. So, all right, guys. Appreciate you very much. Thank you for watching. Take care.